Welcome to another edition of Book of Jake. We are shooting at a brand new location, which is undisclosed. My name is Jake Abdullah. This is episode 20. I have my guest here, Shah. But before we get into that, guys, please like, subscribe, share, and if you can, buy my book, please. It's www.bookofjake.my. Okay, this is Shah. Let me introduce Shah. Shah is a colleague of mine who I've known for how many years, sir?
22 years.
22 years precisely, 4 weeks and 8 days. And we're counting down the seconds. Now, Shah has been in radio for that time also and has had a very interesting career. Shah right now is the group network director for Media Prima Audio. If you don't know Media Prima Audio, where have you been? They run Hot FM, Fly FM, and so many other radio stations. So, Shah, one question I got was, is radio still alive, and is there a career path in radio, and is it still a valid medium? So maybe you want to run us first by how you got into radio, and we'll take it from there.
I actually stumbled upon radio, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a sound engineer.
I remember you were a production engineer.
Yeah.
What is a sound engineer?
So we learn about music, we learn about editing, sound in all parts.
Okay.
So when you come out of a degree, okay, it's a degree or diploma.
What degree? SAE, is it?
I did SAE, yes,
Okay.
sound of School of Audio Engineering.
Okay.
You come out and you go, okay, I have this paper qualification, sound engineering. And the funny part is when you learn sound engineering, they drill to you, it's about recording music. Or the other one, sound for concert. Okay. Live sound.
All that live mixer
exactly.
and all that. Okay.
But when I came out, I was thinking, takkan lah. Only these two things that we can do with this thing. We can do more. Definitely can do more. So that time, the place to be was the All Asia Broadcast Center.
Astro, yeah. My old company.
Yeah. So coming back and working, I actually started. My first job was actually setting up sound software for small companies. So I went around installing software.
What was the software?
There was Cubase,
Cubase,
Innuendo, and then or Steinberg, and then Pro Tools also was coming in, and then there's all these other cheap-out softwares now. Okay, so I was going around setting up different companies that wanted all these small recording studios. See, everybody want to go all this music recording. And then somehow I got this job offer. Say, you got selected. Come to Astro for interviews. Thinking,
what year is this?
This was year 2003.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so excited when broadcast center Astro was the place to be lah. And I was thinking, you got opportunity to work in radio. I said, radio. So what do I do? They said, you be doing all these commercials and all that for radio.
Promos, commercial.
Exactly. And I was thinking, this is something different. And I said, so what would you use? They said, you use software. So we use Pro Tools at that time. I was thinking, this is something very interesting.
First time
in a radio studio. First time ever hearing that you can work and do sound for radio.
So you joined Astro as a production engineer.
Correct. Okay. So I was part of setting up the first sound team or production team for Sina FM at that time.
Okay.
So I was the first pioneering team for that brand. So I was thinking, this is something really different. And everybody was laughing at me when I got the job. They said, what is it that radio do? Don't they just talk? I was like, that's when I discovered it's a whole different back-end team to make radio.
So behind the scenes is so different, right?
So different.
So how long were you a sound engineer in Astro, production engineer?
Well, I was 2 years in Astro, and then I moved and started Hot FM in 2005, 2006.
You came to Media Prima.
Came to Media Prima. Okay, so first team to start up Hot FM at that time. And then we started up a few other radio stations. And then I moved to Australia.
Why?
Few reasons. A personal goal that I wanted to work in radio in Australia, because the chance of working in Astro, I got to meet a few friends that actually were from Australia.
Andrew
Sidwell, Paul Chappell, and Keith Fowler, all that. They were all from big companies
in Australia.
Of Australia that was from radio. So that intrigued me to want to go to the mothership to really learn what's all this format radio is about.
Okay.
So that was my...
How long were you there?
10 years.
Oh, wow. 10 years in Australia. You were Triple M and...
I was with Triple M for 10 years with Southern Cross Austereo, number one broadcast radio company there. So, but the best part is we think that production for radio here is pretty comprehensive, they're even more detailed. You have someone specific looking after your main breakfast show, and then all station, and then all your other shows, and then you have different production engineer looking after sports.
So which is a big thing in Australia.
Exactly.
So what made you come back?
This one is also personal reasonings. Just come back, spend a bit of time with family, but also things in radio here has developed differently that I thought I could come back and learn and do so many more other things for radio.
So from production engineer, now suddenly you are the boss of the big kahuna of all these radio stations, you know?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I think because, another goal I hit, when I said, if I come back to Malaysia to do radio, I don't want to do sound anymore.
Okay.
So that was a personal goal that I wanted to do. So I can do more because you've
You
done
learned
sound.
it, yeah.
When you've done sound, you've assimilated yourself into the content. And in Australia, when you do production for sound, you are practically in the radio station with the content team. You
Content
really
team, yeah,
move
okay.
with them from the minute you prep for a show or think what's coming up next to the post of any breakfast show in that part.
Yeah, agree.
So because of that, my mindset has changed as well to look at what a production engineer can do, or rather what I can do
So
for radio.
Sealan Paul got you to run Hot FM, is it?
No. Cool
Okay,
FM.
Cool
Cool
FM.
FM at that
Okay,
time. So I came back for Cool FM and we started a few digital brands, or rather lifestyle brands, that we think might complement radio as well in all parts. But yeah, then MCO happened and a few business plans changed.
Okay. And now you are the group
Network director.
And you know, so talk me through, you know, I know you're the brainchild behind bringing KJ into the foray of radio, and that has had a massive impact.
It has.
For radio, and this is not something normally we do. And you know, how has this impacted your personal growth and also the company?
I think personal growth the challenge was, what is it that I can think really outside radio that will work for radio? Because radio itself, it's not just about going behind the mic and talking and switching on the mic and I'll just give you something and I'll play you a song anymore. It's really, the radio and personalities on radio have assimilated and moved into everyone's household, and you're practically a really close friend and lifestyle. So making a difference.
So how did you get KJ to I'm more interested in that, because I know the story, but I think you all should hear it. Yeah.
Because that time KJ was very quiet already.
He lost election.
He lost his election, but when we started approaching him was actually slightly before he was asked to leave UMNO in all parts. So I said, I had spoken to my content director. This is personal story. Is Bobby still looking after KJ? Just find out this for me, and I will do the rest. And then he said, yes, he is. Okay, fine. And I started contacting Bobby, and my content director contacted Bobby, and Bobby started laughing. Biar betul. I said, betul. And then coincidentally, KJ got sacked that week from UMNO. But this was the time when I sent Krill the text. This is now the time we should really move in and really talk to him. Whatever comes out of it, maybe it's a win-win situation for everyone, but no matter what, he is a name in every single household. And that is what radio is. It's a household thing. Yeah, everybody listens to music, radio, information, everything.
But I remember the early days of KJ, and he was very serious, and he has changed, and
yes.
Yeah, talk me through that.
The best thing is, when he comes on the radio, of course, he put his menteri voice lah. Yeah, saya KJ, DJ KJ, reporting for duty.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right? But then over time, I said the most memorable moment with me with KJ is not him coming on radio. It's the first day he did TikTok. Because that really broke his mold and really broke his stigma of being that really stiff guy. And
yeah, because he was. I still think he's an introvert, but you know he.
That one, yes.
He crossed that that borders and
Yes.
doing TikTok, and the thing I like was he's starting to laugh at himself a lot. Just,
correct.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he also, and you can see as time goes by, the team gave him enough space to sort of get himself comfortable in the studio. Of course, first day, all the lights and reporters, it's a bit overwhelming. But over time, it became more natural for him. And And you'll know days that he wants to do a TikTok and he doesn't want to do a TikTok, and we'll just play along with that because just like everybody else, you have your bad days and your good days.
So that was one of your biggest wins, KJ's, which has also had a massive impact financially and also in growth for Hot FM.
Yes,
so
definitely.
You became number one while you're using the CMB Nielsen ratings, and you know, I will tell you why I think I acknowledge you all as the number one. Besides me actually consulting you all. A friend of mine called me up and said, "Hey, KJ is on Hot FM," and I said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you listen to KJ?" He says, "No, we watch KJ on your Instagram reels." Yeah, so I think that is huge, and how radio has sort of like you say, has used its other platforms to grow. So. You won so many awards. What are those awards?
The first biggest award we won was the #Asia Awards. Number one, no radio station has ever won that award, and it's a totally Asia Pacific award as well. So that brought us our names in the whole marketing realm, going against agency for brand to win. So that was one of it, and we won for the whole campaign for KJ Jadi DJ lah #. And then we won of course, Hot FM lifted up its game. We won the Putra Brands Award. We won the Epis as well. First time ever a radio station won the Epis in gold category. And then again, we won this year #awards for best used live streaming as well.
So this brings us to the question of the relevance of radio, and is there job opportunities for new grads and people who are trying to get into entertainment and all that in radio? So what are your thoughts on this?
Of course, Jake. And the thing is, I find that at times graduates might fear not understanding what radio does. Again, it's the stigma of radio ni bercakap jadi announcer saja kan. But actually, it's not just about being a radio announcer. So I think people might not know what comes in the back end to make radio survive and be really relevant.
What would it be?
So it can be from marketing, it can be from branding, and now social media is so big. I mean, my digital team, how many of us? There's 25 of us.
Wow, I remember there like 2 people.
Exactly, from social media to videos to editing, videographers. So there's so many parts. And also we have our podcast, we have podcast curators. So all these things that run on the back end for radio, it's what makes radio really surviving and relevant to everyone without realizing.
Not all radio.
not all radio, but industry-wise, it's very healthy.
There is growth, yeah.
Even I mean, I would say thumbs up to RTM to create the best using app.
Yeah,
the
app is phenomenal.
But the people that go behind it, you need people to curate those things. So that's what radio has. Actually, you have all these people behind to make it really, really surviving as well in all parts.
So if I'm a new grad and I want to get into radio like Media Prima, because I'll be very honest, the last few years, Media Prima has been, you've got Aina, you guys are doing some really interesting stuff across all platforms. And if I wanted to get into radio, how would I do that?
I would say send your resume, but don't send me a plain resume in all parts. Because if you send me a resume and you're telling me that you don't even know what we do, that's when we're not going to look at
So how
your
should I
resume.
send you a resume?
Really understand or pick one brand or whatever that we do that you really like best and you cite that. Then I know you really are interested in the brand.
And how you want to...
Exactly. And even if it's to dear hiring manager, but I saw your campaign or I saw your social media or I follow your social media and I saw whoever XYZ, Farah Fauzana did this or AG, whatsoever, then it already attracts us in saying, oh, this person actually knows what we're doing in all parts. Let it be even if you don't know everything. Or even if you cite the bigger company, saya selalu pergi Jom Heboh for Media Prima, automatically you know this person is interested in the company or the business.
So if you had to, 3 traits that you look out for people in, just for a job, what would it be?
I would say in all parts radio, you need to be flexible. That's one part. Okay. The other two is for you to be, the word is not daring, but you don't mind asking silly questions when you really
want to learn. Okay, so you
don't
mind being stupid to learn new things. Yeah,
correct, and you just want to learn and learn. Okay. The other third part is really, I would say, is discipline. Because radio itself, the business is about consistency and routine. So there are going to be days that you feel, oh my God, why is it the same routine? But you realize if you show up every day and you do the same thing, you do it better the next day.
Yeah, you keep improving.
Correct. And then when you do better, you're already learning something else, and that's what radio needs anyway.
That's good thoughts. What's next for you?
Oh, a lot more things, Jake.
Like?
Advisor?
Yeah. She's trying to take my job. Shah's trying to take my job. Yeah, go ahead, Shah.
No, I in all parts, I really want to grow the digital side for the whole industry in all parts. Doesn't matter this country or somewhere else, or go back to Australia. That's another challenge as well that I have set goal for myself to really try and work together with the Australians as well to really grow digital for radio in all parts. But however, I really want to make sure that radio is in every single household in a digital format, more than anything else.
What does that mean, actually?
Because, right, we don't just consume radio, we don't listen. Like you said, we watch radio. But the thing is, all different platforms are growing every day. So it's how we are always going to be staying relevant to the different types of markets in all parts. That's my aim. Making sure that we're being seen in
What are you proudest of so far in your radio career?
Oh, I think my proudest part, Jake, is multiple times actually I've been able to start up brands from scratch, from no names to a name.
One thing that you're just absolutely proud of.
It's Hot FM.
Hot FM, yeah.
From the start till now, in all these opportunities, it's Hot FM.
Yeah, it has grown in leaps and bounds in a couple of years, and you've been fantastic with this. And yeah, so any parting words before we,
I would say to everyone out there, whatever you do it once and do it well. This is something I always
Profound. Yeah, thanks, Shah. Thanks for being the show. And guys, I forgot to ask Shah's email. What's your email in case you want to send a resume?
Yeah, you can. shah.h@mediaprima.audio.
Okay, so you got that, guys. Thanks again. Please support me, like, share, subscribe, buy the book at www.bookofjake.my. I'll see you next week. Thank you, guys.